Hello everyone, Captain Coinigy here. Today we're going to be going over the AION project and we'll take a holistic look at why it is such a great project and why I think it's such a great investment right now. So let us jump right in. So as you can see right here, we are at their website and blazoned across the front it says the third generation blockchain network. And that is a great description for what it is because it really is the generation in the progression of blockchain technology. So if we're to go back to the first generation, we're going to be looking at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin was the first solution to decentralized and cryptographically secured transactions. And that was what it was for. That was Satoshi's vision. And to some degree, some may argue it is, some may argue it isn't. It satisfied Satoshi's vision. And that is that. The second generation blockchain network is Ethereum. And Ethereum is special because it allows third parties to build applications on top of the Ethereum network using their smart contract protocol. And we've seen hundreds of new fintech companies arise using the Ethereum platform and these smart contracts. The issue with this, however, with Ethereum that is that none of these applications are very interoperable. You can't exchange value from one ERC20 token to the other. And this is not a good thing, especially when you're trying to, maybe synergize with a different blockchain company. So what AION is here to do is AION is going to allow this interoperability that Ethereum does not by allowing data and value to be sent between different AION compliant blockchain networks, including Ethereum. So it will incorporate the second generation, into the third generation. And this is very, very cool because it provides a solution to a lot of the issues that people have been trying to solve with atomic swaps and cross chain swaps. And you can see in their white paper. Let's load this up real quick. Actually, no, it's not the token use one. It's the actual white paper. They have a pretty cool diagram right here of exactly how this network works. So here you have the AION network, and each one of these participating networks would be someone else's blockchain that they've built on top of the AION network. And between these networks, you can use these interchain transactions between other projects on top of the network as well as Ethereum. And this is really cool because right now, if we're to use an analogy, all of the cryptocurrencies have a different language, and to translate between those languages, you need a dictionary. But with this, all of these currencies and blockchain projects are using the same language. And so this provides some extreme scalability as far as the applications built on it go, for synergistic blockchain networks to work together and really work better and more efficiently. So to add to this, the AION network provides a pretty cool staking and proof of intelligence protocol, much like the proof of work that you see in some other currencies. But this is proof of intelligence solving some AI problems. It's very much like one of our modern day democratic political systems in that you have leaders who are called validators. And these validators are the people who are validating the transactions through the network. But to become a validator, you have to have enough backing by just plain old nodes. Now, anyone who holds AION tokens can become a node, and anyone who holds AION tokens can push themselves forward to be a candidate as a validator. But to become a validator, you have to get backing from other nodes. Now, the way you do this is you can work out contracts with other nodes about how much of the block reward that you get for validating the transactions will go to them. So let's say I am a validator. I can say that every person who backs me can gain X% of my block rewards every time I validate a transaction. So this is super cool because it adds this inner blockchain economy that hasn't really been seen before in the cryptocurrency space. So I added a whole another layer to the use of this network, and I'm very excited to see how that plays out in the future. So another cool aspect of AION is that it's part of the Blockchain Interoperability Alliance. So let's Google that real quick. Blockchain Interoperability Alliance. So this is an alliance between ICON, AION, and WanChain. And the juice of it really comes in this paragraph right here. All three blockchain projects have the common goal of connecting blockchain protocols. ICON is an interconnecting blockchain network that connects independent blockchains without additional intermediaries, so without centralized exchanges or some other way other than just swapping directly between the tokens. AION aims to become the common protocol used for these blockchains, enabling more efficient and decentralized systems to be built. And then WanChain is a distributed financial platform that enables private cross-blockchain smart contract execution that aims to unite the world's isolated digital assets. So all three of these companies working together are kind of trying to work toward this progressive goal of making everything more interoperable and efficient, which is really cool, completely not seen before, and describing it as the third generation blockchain network is really honestly quite accurate. So that is really why I'm so excited about AION, is because it's providing this next level in the fintech revolution that we really haven't seen yet. And what's to make it better is that it has a market cap of only $470 million. Which compared to its potential, compared to what it's trying to be, this is honestly just minuscule. By the end of the year, I could easily see this being having a market cap of multiple billions, maybe over 10 billion, especially depending on how the rest of the cryptocurrency space grows. But if you even look at some of the projects that are in this blockchain interoperability alliance, like ICON, for example, ICON has a market cap of $3 billion. And if we go back here, we're looking at only 470 million. So even if it were to be worth the same as one of its colleagues, that's a solid over six times growth. So, I mean, just in that alone, that's a great reason to think that, this project is seriously going places. But then, we can go over here and look at their team, and we see that we have over 20, nearly 30 people who are dedicated just to this project. This one, blockchain fintech project has nearly 30 people working for it, which is normally unseen in a lot of these small cap projects. I'm not saying $500 million is a small cap, but relatively, I mean, a lot of the blockchain projects really are only having like less than 10 developers on it. So having 30 really speaks volumes to how serious they are about accomplishing all this. And then you look at their partners and you see obviously WanChain and ICON, but a bunch of other fintech projects. And Deloitte specifically. Deloitte is one of the big management consulting companies. They consult with over 80% of the Fortune 500 companies, helping them with their business plans, making sure that they have everything figured out financially. So having a extremely well established consulting company like Deloitte working for them provides me with a lot of confidence that this project really has their stuff together. And then they have all of these advisors, many of whom are really superstars in their own right and in their own industries. We see TMX Group, Yahoo, Jax, BitAngels, VoIP, Metaverse. I mean, some pretty crazy guys. So this project obviously has its stuff together. There's no two ways of putting it, and it's really at such a low price right now for what it should be worth. You can kind of see like it's starting to pick up again recently today, but I mean it's only half the value of its all-time high, probably just because everything has been consolidating recently. But once we see a pickup of all the alts in Bitcoin, I think that we're really going to see this one explode. So I hope that I have interested you enough to put some of your capital into it. And if you're interested in videos in the future, feel free to follow me on Twitter, where I'll be posting all of this stuff, as well as a lot of my technical analysis on other coins at Captain Coinigy. You can see the handle in the top left of the screen here. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.